Okay, my name's Russ, and the purpose of this test is to demonstrate that the GLV2 from Great Lakes Vapor can accommodate nearly any, well, certainly any atomizer or cartomizer on that I own, and I suspect any atomizer or cartomizer on the market, and it automatically varies the voltage that it outputs depending on the load that you put on it. What this effectively means is that you can use this with very high resistance atomizers and cartomizers, or all the way down to the lowest resistance atomizers that I own, which are Cisco 1.5 ohm atomizers. I have had great success using everything that I own, and my personal favorite is definitely the Cisco 1.5. So my equipment will be, of course, the GLV2 with the 5-volt endcap. It is advertised as a 5-volt endcap, but in reality, it's a lot of different voltages. Depends on what atomizer you put on it. And two AW RCR 123As. These are the ones that are sold by Great Lakes Vapor and recommended by Great Lakes Vapor, and I certainly did buy these from Great Lakes Vapor. So in you go, guys. The quote-unquote 5-volt endcap. So there's my GLV. Next is a voltage tester, or I'm sorry, a voltage underload tester that we'll also be using to test the resistance of the various atomizers that we'll be using. This is manufactured by an ECF member whose name I'm forgetting right now, but his email will be in the description if you want to purchase one from him. It has a 510 male to female, so you can attach your battery and your atomizer, and a pair of alligator clips, which, as you can see, I have shorted. It's not necessary for this portion of the test to screw it into the GLV, but I see no reason not to as we go through the various atomizers that we will be testing. Last but not least, my trusty Fluke 87 meter, which I will now plug the negative and positive leads into the handles of the voltage underload tester. That way we can get the resistance of the test setup. Let's get everything in a stable. Sorry, these aren't quite making proper contact. So they are plugged in now. And I happen to know that this setup balances out at about 0.15. I'll just let the meter settle in there and then memorize that into the Fluke. So there you see we have zeroed out our meter. We can release the leads, the clips. What I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to put a business card in between. That way we're sure that the leads don't touch each other while we are putting on our various atomizers. So, first up, we're going to go from low to high, and all we have to do is screw these guys in, and we'll be good to go. Cisco 1.5 atomizer. Screw it in. Let's get a read. I'm going to bang this out as quick as I can, guys. The Cisco 1.5 ohm actually measures at 1.5. Bouncing back and forth between 1, 2. Call it 1.52. 1.52 ohms. Next, Cisco. I'm not going to bother taking off the drip tip, but this is indeed a real deal. You can see this. I don't know if the stamp's going to come out, but this is a real Cisco 306. Let's get you on there, sir. This one's seen a little bit more wear, so it's actually coming in at 1 point. I'm just That's very low. This should be interesting. 1.22. And again, this guy has been through the ringer. We'll see what happens. That's why we're doing this. Next, a Cisco 2 ohm. I don't know what the chances are of the stamp actually coming out on camera, but this is a Cisco 2.0 ohm 510 atomizer. Get on there, bubby. And there we see we have, let's call it 1.96 ohms. Next, this is a BOGE, or Liquid Express, I should say, 510 cartomizer. I've got a little sticker on it from Vapeography, but these are very popular cartomizers. Let's throw you on. Seems to be settling in at around 2.87. Next, we have I think this is an SLB 901. We're going to use the same adapter for everything. So this is an SLB low resistance 901. Let's see where you come in at. Let's call it 187 on the mother. Try to keep it clean. Next, a low resistance 801. This is not a Cisco. I don't even know if he makes these, to be honest with you. Low resistance 801. Let's see where you come in at. 145. 14. Call it 145. Vapor for Life. COOLCART. I always enjoyed these cartomizers on the GLV. Let's see where you come in at. Let's call it 331. 3.31 ohms. Next, I'm not quite sure what kind of Vapor for Life cartomizer this is, but it is the one that measures at, let's call it 2.2. Yeah, let's call it 2.3. 2.29. 2.29 ohms. And now we have, lastly, some mega cartomizer. I have no idea what it is, but why not test it out? That's good. It's different. 2.7. Call it 271. So we have recorded all of our atomizer. We've recorded all of our atomizer resistances. Next, we go to voltage. So now we are on volts. Now, when I fire the GLV without a load on it, this is an auto meter, so it's got to figure out what it wants to do first. We've got 8.24. Now, these are fairly fresh batteries. Yeah, these batteries are fairly fresh. It's almost right off the charger. So, all right, what the hell? We'll use fresh off the charger. So that's what the GLV is capable of putting out. Of course, that will change once we throw a load on it. And now I will go through everything. First, starting with the very, very low resistance Cisco 1.5306, which measured in at 1.22 ohms. Where did you go? Here you are. Let's throw you on and see what you measure at. 3.90 volts. Next, Cisco low resistance 1.5. Should really be showing you these as I screw them on, but I think at this point you believe me. Shit. 4.24, we're gonna call it. The Cisco 2 ohm atomizer. Where are you? Here you are. 4.74. The BOGE, or the Liquid Express cartomizer. Now we're going to start to see it pushing out well over 5 volts. 5.47. The low resistance 901. Adapter here. 4.67. Low resistance 801. 4.17. Next we have VapeTVLive COOLCART. We measured at 3.31, by far the highest resistance atomizer or cartomizer. Look at you, 5.67. The quote-unquote regular VapeTVLive, whatever you are, which measured in at 2.29. Let's call it 5 on the nose, just for fun. And lastly, the Mega CARTO. 527. There you have it. So, just to show you what everyone is interested in, really, is how do these things perform with the 1.5? I'm not going to use that 306 because that guy's really been through the ringer. And I don't think you should use atomizers that measure that low. But I'm going to show you. Throw a couple drops in my 1.5, throw a drip tip on. So as you can see, this is a Cisco low resistance 1.5. I'm going to use you on a GLV2, and let me tell you, it's nice. Very nice. And we can certainly take you off. You'll be just as fine right on the GLV. Been doing this for over a week now with 1.5s and 2.0 Cisco atties, and they work great. In the description, I will simply, no need for me to go through it. I will compute the wattages for all of the different atomizers. They're very consistent, not exactly alike, but there you have it. Proof that the GLV2, just throw anything you want on it, and it'll put out the voltage that you want. This was not designed to do this. It was designed to put out 5 volts, but what it actually does is depends what you put on it. All right. Thanks much. See you soon. Enjoy your new GLV2. It can do whatever you want it to do. Have a good day, ladies and gentlemen. Bye. Oh, might as well plug my show. I got a show every Sunday night, 8 o'clock on VapeTVLive. It's called Click Bang. And there's a link to it in the description, and you can watch the show, which is kind of wacky, and it has the whole backstory of how this actually came to be, which you may find interesting. So, watch my show. It's the best show on VapeTVLive, called Click Bang, on Sunday at 8 o'clock. So, it's got that going for it. See you soon, y'all.